Your Country 1039 KGRT. That's Haley Witters and everything she ain't.
Time now for the question of the day.
Yes, it is question of the day time. And question of the day actually comes from, I had a little discussion with somebody about this because I saw an article by ScreenRant.com, and I do follow them on YouTube as well. But Screen Rant has put together a list of the 12 most overrated movies that people pretend to love. That's right. Movies can easily become overrated when they don't quite, live up to the hype, or maybe technology didn't kind of keep up. They're just not keeping up with the times. They look a little dated. But there's a lot of people out there that will pretend to love these movies even still when they really don't. Yeah. And that's I had this conversation yesterday with somebody, and I went through the list here. And I'm looking at the movies on the list, and there's a lot of them that I believe are like some of my favorite movies on there. They had Forrest Gump on there. They had Return of the Jedi on there. That's obviously one of my favorite movies on there. And even though they did have a couple of them where I thought maybe these are a little bit overrated, Frozen, doesn't kind of keep up when you maybe get a little bit older in there. But there were quite a few movies on this list, but I'm wondering, are there any more that should be on there, right? So our question of the day for you is, are there any movies that people pretend to love, but they really don't? It could be a movie that you are doing that with, maybe somebody that you know. But I'm curious, are there any movies out there that people pretend to love, but they really just don't like them? Yeah, that is our question of the day. Go ahead and give me your answers by giving me a call on our hotline, 575-523-5478, or our text line, same number. Send that text in at 575-523-5478. And as always, we are live up on our social media pages, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. You can always leave a comment right there as well to let me know your answers to our question of the day. Are there any movies that people pretend to love, but they really don't? I'm very curious about getting into this list. So go ahead and let me know your answers to our question of the day. All right, exclusively up on our social media pages right now. And I'm going to pull up that article again real quick because there was a lot of movies that were on that list that I'm just like, these are really good movies. And stuff like Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, I loved it. It was a great movie, kind of like an Empire Strikes Back, ends on a downer, but I loved it. Silence of the Lambs, great movie. The Greatest Showman. Maybe you're not into, musicals or anything like that, but that is a great movie. They had my favorite Stephen King movie, or one of my favorite horror movies, The Shining, on that list as well. And, Fight Club was on that list. So I'm wondering what the guys at Screen Rant were kind of thinking about this list, but I don't know. Maybe there are a bunch of people that pretend to love these movies, but they really don't. And I'm just letting my geek go through it or show through a little bit, because I'm a movie guy. I've been watching movies since I was a kid because I was raised as a cable kid. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a movie guy, and I do like a lot of more movies that a lot of people don't. But are there any movies that would be on this list or should be on this list? Maybe that about, any movies that people pretend to love, but they really don't. Yeah, while we're waiting for a few answers, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in and around the world. Entertainment Tonight says Serena Williams and her husband, Alexis, recently welcomed their second child. She had a daughter named Adira, a great name. And Adira is now a little sister to Olympia, who is 5 years old. So congratulations, Serena Williams and husband and older sister. Krispy Kreme is getting ready to sell dog-friendly donuts in honor of National Dog Day on August 26th. That's Saturday. And they'll be available through September 3rd. So, that would be kind of cool. And let's see. KFC, I see, has teamed up with Proper Snacks to create fried chicken-flavored popcorn. Yeah, the popcorn is coated in KFC's blend of 11 herbs and spices. So, I don't know. Kind of tempted on that one. I also saw that the pumpkin spice craze continues. Aldi is selling 2 new pumpkin-flavored pasta sauces, included pumpkin chipotle and pumpkin and butternut squash. The Not really sure about the pasta sauce right there. And here's one that I will definitely be avoiding, even though it is pizza related. Comicbook.com says that DiGiorno is launching a pineapple pickle pizza for a limited time starting on September the 5th. And I've said before, pineapple pizza, don't mind it too much. Pineapple, a Hawaiian pizza, which would be like pineapple and ham or Canadian bacon, every once in a while, pretty darn tasty right there. But I hate pickles. I do not like pickles. Keep the pickles away from me. And the idea of even putting pickles on a pizza, maybe if you get like a burger themed pizza, you can get away with that. But even recently saw one of the YouTube channels I follow, Aki Dearest. Apparently in Japan they have a pickle pizza. It's just straight up pickles and like some sort of cheese sauce on there. And I can almost smell it right now just thinking about that, and I do not like that smell. So I'm going to pass on the pineapple pickle pizza. DiGiorno, you have fun with that one. Once again, we are looking for the answers to our question of the day. Are there any movies that people pretend to love, but they really don't? ScreenRant.com, and you can look up that article at ScreenRant.com. They went ahead and listed 12 of the most overrated movies that people pretend to love, yeah, there's, like I said, a lot of good movies on that list, in my personal opinion. But I do love a whole lot of movies. So let me know your answers. And of course, you can always leave a comment down below here, down there. And also, if you wanted to give me a call or send a text message this morning, 575-523-KGRT is the number. That's 575-523-5478. Call it in or text it in, but let me know your answers to our question of the day.